So before we move deeper, let me explain a little bit of background. COVID-19 has led to a number of changes in consumer behavior that have accelerated the adoption of cashless payments in Malaysia. Since cashless transactions do not involve actual money handling, they are thought to be more hygienic than cash payments. This is because during a pandemic, they made people do everything they could to stop the virus from spreading, including staying indoors, avoiding social situations, and not handling cash in order to practice preventive behavior and protect their health. So based on Lu and Qasim 2022, the level of acceptance in cashless payments during COVID-19 is becoming more widely accepted. Even small companies that exclusively took cash payments in the past are now embracing cashless transactions. However, younger consumers are more likely to use cashless payments than older consumers, and consumers with higher incomes are more likely to travel and live in urban areas where cashless payments are more widely accepted. Next, we move to the problem statement. According to Munti et al. 2020, 89% of people in Malaysia are still concerned about the safety of using cashless payment. It is all due to the fact that this network technology is developing too fast and there are too many uncertain factors, making them not confident to take this risk, and lack of financial literacy and awareness about cashless payment can hinder adoption, especially to middle-aged generation and communities with poor internet connectivity and limited financial knowledge. Infrastructure limitations in developing areas make it necessary for cashless payment, such as reliable internet connectivity. This is because the digital transaction cannot be separated from the smartphone. When there is no connection, the transaction cannot be applied. So, cashless payment will also lead to cybercrime, electronic fraud, and digital crime or hacking. Furthermore, it can lead to an increase in financial inclusion, especially for the non-bank population. They are concerned that there are opportunities for criminals in the use of process.
Our research aims to understand middle-aged consumers' perceptions towards cashless payment method. Hence, we have formulated specific research questions and objectives to provide a clear and concise statement of what the study aims to investigate. Firstly, we aim to investigate whether is there any significant relationship between usage barrier and the adoption of cashless payment method among middle-aged consumers. Moving on to our second question, is there any significant relationship between awareness towards cashless and the adoption of cashless payment method among middle-aged consumers? The third research question focuses on technological infrastructure. Is there any significant relationship between technological infrastructure and the adoption of cashless payment method among middle-aged consumers? Next up, our fourth question is there any significant relationship between social influence and the adoption of cashless payment among middle-aged consumers? And lastly, is there any significant relationship between personal security and the adoption of cashless payment method among middle-aged consumers? Next, to provide structure and clarity to our study, I am pleased to present a defined research objective that will achieve our general objective. Our first research objective is to investigate the relationship between usage barrier and the adoption of cashless payment method. Second, to investigate the relationship between awareness towards cashless method and the adoption of cashless payment method. Moving forward, we want to investigate the relationship between technological infrastructure and the adoption of cashless payment method. Transitioning to our fourth objective is to investigate the relationship between social influence and the adoption of cashless payment method. Lastly, to investigate the relationship between personal security and the adoption of cashless payment. Now, let's dive into the methods of analysis. This study uses a quantitative approach and data are collected through questionnaire survey among middle-aged in Sungai Petani. Through this methodological approach, we aim to analyze and quantify the perspective, behaviors and opinions of the middle-aged towards the adoptions of cashless payment.
Hi, my name is EIMAN and now I would like to talk about our literature review in our research proposal. In this research, there are 1 independent variable which is adoption of cashless payment and 5 independent variable which are user barriers, awareness towards cashless payment, technologies infrastructure, social influence and personal security. The dependent variable in the study is the adoption of cashless payment. Adopting cashless payment has numerous advantages for consumers. Cashless payment offer convenience and speed. According to the article by Theo Tan in 2015, this variable aims to measure the level to which middle-aged consumers in Sungai Petani have embraced and utilized cashless payment method. According to the RAHMAN and share in 1989, usage barrier is significant when considering the adoption of emerging technologies or methodologies. It refers to the difficulties that arise when innovation is not compatible with established ways of doing things, making it challenging for consumers to adopt the change. Next, awareness toward cashless payments. In 2022, article by Jos and RAHMAN state that the adoption of cashless payment methods requires public awareness. Media, the internet, friends and family are all important sources of information through their value varies by demographic. Adoption is also influenced by consumers' perception of benefits against risks. For the technological infrastructure, according to article by KC in 2017, the variable addresses the challenge with debit and credit card usage. Instance of technical glitch or malfunctions may instigate hesitancy in fully relying on cashless payment. This aspect underscores the importance of functional and user-friendly card reader technology to bolster consumer confidence in cashless payment methods. Furthermore, article by RAHMAN in 2020 state that social influence is the process by which a person modifies their behavior to fit into the expectation of the environment they are in, which is then change how they view themselves in relation to others, the influencer and society as a whole. This variable has been shown that social influence positively and significantly correlate with people's intention to adopt cashless payment methods. The last variable is personal security. The adoption of cashless payment methods and personal security were found significant influence on each other. According to the article by RAHMAN in 2020, although Malaysian consumers are having difficulty adopting this segment, the number of cashless payment system is predicted to continue rising. It is well known that one of the most crucial considerations for customers when choosing a payment method is personal security. Next, for the research method, the study used an approach which is quantitative to quantify data and apply conclusion from the sample to the larger population. The study aims to comprehend the specifics of middle-aged consumers' experience with cashless payment. The approach used is a survey using structured questionnaires. The purpose of this study seeks to explore the complex dynamics related to the adoption of cashless payment methods among middle-aged consumers. As the financial transaction landscape undergoes changes due to the rise of digital technologies, and to investigate the enduring hesitation among this specific demographic to accept digital payment methods despite the widespread accessibility of such technologies and continuous awareness for initiative. For the study, a non-probability sampling method is chosen to ensure it will be conducted in a practical and feasible manner. Thus, purposive sampling is adopted for our data collection of relevant information. The criteria for this sampling technique are specifically targeting individuals aged 45 and above who never or regularly engage in cashless transactions. The selection criteria aim to capture a demographic that not only falls within the middle-age bracket but also show a certain of level engagement with cashless method. For the data analysis, a measurement model test was performed to evaluate the psychometric qualities of the study's instrument, specifically reliability and validity concerns. We use validity and reliability tests. The data in validity can be submitted for factor analysis in order to establish factorial validity, and the use of the reliability test is to determine whether the scale is reliable. The study evaluates the validity and reliability of the outer model and test the hypothesis with an evaluation of the inner model. Pearson correlation is used to determine the relationship in linear regression or the linear relationship between two continuous variables or to the acceptance cashless payment among middle generation. This method can be used to identify and investigate linear or non-linear patterns, as well as to determine the strength and direction of a relationship and to comprehend which variables will influence a specific outcome.
For the first phase of data analysis, we have conducted a validity test using SPSS software. In the table KMO, value that above 0.8 is considered meritorious, indicating high correlation among items. According to this table, the KMO measure of sampling adequacy stands at 0.880 and the Barlett's test of sphericity yielded a significant results. We employed factor analysis with varimax rotation to validate whether respondents perceive the tree construct as distinct. The analysis yielded a three-factor solution with agent values exceeding 1.0, explaining 38.066% of the total variance. Each factor was considered unidimensional and factorially distinct. In determining the factors, we set a criterion that each item should load 0.4 or greater. The results of the factor analysis confirm that each construct is unidimensional and factorially distinct. All items used to measure a specific construct loaded on a single factor. Next, we also conducted a reliability test to assess the consistency and stability of our measurement instruments. The variables such as the dependent variable, which is the adoption of cashless payment, and an independent variable includes usage barrier, awareness towards cashless payment, technological infrastructure, social influence, and personal security, has been evaluated using the Cronbach alpha value. The value ranged in value from 0 to 1, and the highest score of the range indicates that the generated scale is more reliable. In this study, all the questions are measured except for the question 1 from the variable of technological infrastructure, which is need to be removed. All the independent variable and the dependent variable are found to be statistically reliable, which indicates that each of the reliability coefficients range from 0.795 to 0.899. Thus, all the measurement items in this study are reliable.
This table shows the distribution of respondents based on gender category. It shows that 45.1% of the overall respondents are male and 54.9% are female. Next is this table presents the distribution of respondents across different age of groups. It is also indicates that 1% of the respondents are from below 40 years old category, 40.2% are from age 41 to 49 years old, and 58.8% are from age 51 to 59 years old. This table also displays based on their employment sector. It shows that 33.3% of the respondents are from the private sector, 18.6% are from the government sector, 35.5% are from self-employed, 6.9% are unemployed, and 15.7% are retired. Furthermore, this table shows that the distribution of respondents based on their monthly income. It shows that 17.6% of the respondents generate income below than 2,000 ringgit. 40.2% generate monthly income from 2,000 until 4,999 ringgit. 28.4% generate from 5,000 until 9,999. 8.8% of above 10,000 and 4.9% from no income category. The average wage in Sungai Petani is 31,000 ringgit. Wage trends declined by negative 100% in the third quarter of 2023. The cost of living in Sungai Petani is 0% less than the national average.
In our research, we employed correlation analysis to investigate 5 objectives related to the adoption of cashless payment. Firstly, we found an inverse association between user barriers and adoption, which is R negative 0.485, emphasizing the potential positive impact of addressing these barriers. Secondly, awareness of cashless payment method show a moderate negative correlation with adoption, which is R negative 0.685, considering possible respondents' misinterpretation. Thirdly, technology infrastructure exhibited a positive correlation, which is R 0.530, highlighting its meaningful impact on adoption. Fourth, social influence positively correlated with adoption, which is R 0.562. And finally, security concern were positively linked to the adoption, which is R 0.547. This insight provides guidance for targeted awareness effort and strategic improvement to boost cashless payment adoption.
I am RAHMAN and I am excited to share insights from our study exploring the dynamics of cashless payment adoption among middle-aged consumers. Let's dive into the 5 key research objectives and their findings. Our first objective delves into the relationship between usage barriers and cashless payment adoption. The findings reveal a negative correlation, indicating that as usage barriers increase, there are corresponding decrease in adoption. This aligns with previous studies. But interestingly, Yu and Shantap's in 2016 research provides a contrasting perspective, suggesting that challenges in mobile banking might actually drive adoption. Mitigating factors like user-friendly designs can play a crucial role in overcoming usage barrier. Moving on to awareness, our study identified a negative correlation between awareness and adoption among middle-aged individuals in Sungai Petani. This echoes a 2022 study in India, emphasizing that increased awareness doesn't always lead to greater adoption. Similar findings were observed in Malaysia by Balakrishnan in 2021, highlighting the importance of addressing understanding barriers to promote adoption effectively. Next, our third objective focused on technological infrastructure. The research revealed a positive correlation between technological infrastructure and cashless payment adoption among middle-aged consumers in Sungai Petani. Rahman, Ismail and Bahri in 2020 previously reported technological infrastructure as the most crucial variable affecting cashless payment adoption. As infrastructure improves, there's a clear tendency for higher adoption rates. Social influence takes center stage in our fourth objective, showcasing a moderate uphill relationship with cashless payment adoption among middle-aged consumers. As social influence grows, there's a substantial increase in the use of cashless payment methods, underlining its significant impact on adoption. Lastly, our fifth objective explored the relationship between personal security and cashless payment adoption. The findings unveil a moderate positive relationship, emphasizing the importance of perceived security. Abdullah et al. In 2020 noted that stronger personal security leads to deeper confidence in the technological platform, influencing a larger proclivity for adoption. This highlights the need for secure system free of hackers and fraudulent to maintain acceptance. Let's now move on to the recommendations that will be presented by ATHIQAH.
Next, recommendations according to the significant result. The rise of cashless payment among middle-aged individuals bring both opportunities and challenges. To enhance adoption, addressing technological barrier is crucial. Strengthening internet network, ensuring card compatibility, and implementing robust security measures. It includes multi-factor authentication, can create a secure and user-friendly environment. Leveraging social influence by collaborating with influential figures or organizations, and tailoring advertisement to address media concern can further boost adoption. Additionally, future research should evaluate the effectiveness of biometric authentication methods such as fingerprints or facial recognition, and explore potential vulnerabilities and mitigation strategies. Partnering with community, organization, and financial institution can provide personalized support for middle-aged users, ensuring a seamless transition to cashless payment.
Thank you for your attention throughout our exploration of cashless payment adoption among middle-aged consumers in Sungai Petani. In wrapping up, let's reflect on the significant findings that implication derived from this research. Our study successfully achieved its 5 objectives, unraveling the intricate correlation between cashless payment adoption and critical independent variables. We delve into usage barriers, awareness, technological infrastructure, social influence, and personal security to unearth the factors influencing middle-aged consumers in Sungai Petani. The research highlights the profound impact of technological infrastructure on adoptions, emphasizing the pivotal role of network connectivity and user-friendly payment apps. Additionally, social factors including peer pressures and societal norms strongly influence middle-aged consumers' choices in adopting cashless payment methods. So, crucially, the study unveils personal security concerns as a key determinant, emphasizing the significance of fraud prevention, data privacy, and protections against cybercrimes in shaping acceptance. These findings hold practical implications for policymakers, businesses, and financial institutions. We recommend a tailored approach that considers the unique needs and concerns of middle-aged consumers when designing and implementing cashless payment methods. In conclusion, this research contributes significantly to the existing literature and provides actionable insights for those shaping the landscape of cashless transactions. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.